What's up guys, back in today with more Tamon's B-Side, this time with episode 3. Super fun series so far. I love the first episodes that I watched the other day. If you guys didn't check the reaction style, because I did react to it a little bit late, I'll link that with an I button above. But yeah, love the premise so far. I'm looking forward to meeting some of the other guys, seeing some of their B-Sides maybe. I think that'd be pretty cool. They look like posers at the minute. Then again, I'd say that about Tamon, so have a nice summer. Super hot. But yeah, super fun show so far, isn't it? Can't say I've ever had shaved ice, to be honest with you guys. Whenever I used to have ice cream, which I know is not shaved ice, I always used to mix. I always get a big spoon and like mix it into like a milkshake type thing, smoothie. Not a smoothie, but yeah. It'd take a while. It'd take a bit of strength to do. Unpopular opinion, I know, but my favorite ice cream is mint chocolate ice cream. It was. Then he kissed that on TV. That was a message to you. Sweet magic. Okay. Were these subtitles here on the initial? Probably. I don't remember them looking like this though. Maybe I just didn't pay that much attention. To be fair, I was focusing a lot on the visuals on my first couple of watches. Try and focus a bit more on the subtitles this time. My A side. It shows the A side though. I know it's called B side, and I think he would say this is his B side, but this is who you actually are, bro. That's your A side right there. You got them mixed up. There is some what they call that again? Politano. I don't think it's Politano. That's a footballer for Napoli. I forget what the name of that. The triple flavored ice cream. Polinata. I don't know. To be honest, even not really remembering what the word is, even if I did, I still struggle to say it. Writing the script for the free part. And that's the thing with stuff like this. It's easy to remember what you have to say, but coming up with something to say. It's part I struggle with the most. I've never really been good at presenting things. During my high school days, I'd never really done presentations, to be honest, because I just sucked at them. So I'll just not do them more often than not. And when I did, I just felt super embarrassed that they were bad, and I was bad at presenting the bad presentation. So I'd always hand it in late or something. I'd always say, "Oh, I didn't get it done in time," and then hand it in a day that I wouldn't have to actually present it. You're a master at showing us dreams. You're a master at deluding us. You're a master at showing us something not real. Oh, there's one of them. We haven't seen a single thing from any of the other boys so far, so here we go, man. Oh no, her face fan came loose. Holy cool. So this guy looks like the most normal one of these guys, I think. Prince. So he's a nepotism baby. He's a fan with a fan. Is that why they use fans? Because they're fans. To be honest, I never even thought about that. Is that him? Her friends will want to kill her even more. Of course, she chose the ominous red light. That is him. He sound like the bloody. Sound like the manager. Why are you using a fan for that? Like, break it. Oh, you ain't got to act around here, bro. We already seen who you are. So he's a bit of a aggressor. I don't really know what to say. What to call it. Aggressor sounds a bit harsh though. Was bullying him, bro. You little stinker. Hey. Onizuka is back. What was this badass fucking soundtrack? Eat him. A little baby. Oh, I love that. Growling at him. You animal. But bloody hell, I wasn't expecting her to go that hard. Like, he's a member of her favourite group as well. Bloody hell. She cares about him that much. Literally growling at the fucking door. So now you've revealed your true self, eh? Bit of a meanie, this guy. So I said last time about the blonde guy, I was expecting to like him the least, because I knew one of these guys, at least one of them would have quite an unlikable personality. Turns out it's this guy. And again, maybe unlikable is the wrong word, but he's very harsh. He's not very nice. Yes. So what? So are you. But in a worse way. Much worse way, actually. At least he's still likable. in spite of his personality, she still loves him. What was that interjection? There is the poor guy. He didn't fix his glasses from last time either. How much does this guy get paid, bro? This guy is not. This guy does not deserve to have this much to deal with and not be able to afford a new shirt and glasses. Please work. Bloody hell. Honestly, I think that manager might be the most unfortunate character in this whole show. Feet. There's that game I saw yesterday on the Nintendo store, I think it is. Anime boys' feet or something. There was like a girl's one, anime girls' feet as well. Like AI bullshit. As I said, like I got a comment about what I said about the blonde kid, about thinking that I'd like him the least. Because again, I knew there would be at least one of these guys. Because you see it, I've mentioned this in plenty of shows about athletes, especially. A lot of athletes, a lot of people in like the top 1% are horrible people because you kind of got to be a horrible. If you think about it, if you're going to be rich, if you're going to be famous, maybe it's not the case for every athlete and such. I mean, there's obvious exceptions. But if you're going to reach the pinnacle, you've got to step on a few people. You've got to do some bad things here and there. You've got to trample on people's feelings, or you've got to have the belief that you will reach that and you're better than other people, and you maybe got to be a bit narcissistic and such, which is sad to say. And again, it's not exactly the case for everyone. There's plenty of great people that are very rich and famous and such. But I think the majority of people like this would be quite horrible people, actually. They would be quite narcissistic. They would be hung up on their own success and such. So I assumed it would be the blonde one because the blonde one looks so nice, looks so adorable and lovely. I assumed that it would be him that had the persona of being quite a horrible guy. Maybe there's going to be more than one. Maybe they're all horrible except Tamon. But I was assuming it would be him because of the kind of juxtaposition of how he looks versus how he is. But it turns out to be this guy, and I guess that juxtaposition is quite fitting for him as well, as the prince, as the nice, charming one. But he's a nepotism baby, which is a big red flag in itself. Firstly, and then we have already just seen how he is. He's a horrible guy, actually, isn't he? I think there's probably still more to him, and he's not just all horrible. Maybe he's a bit of a Takumi from like Nana, for example, or something, where he seems pretty nasty and horrible and villainous, but he actually is like he's got his own things going on. He's got a lot of stuff to deal with, and so on. But again, I also didn't think they would show the nasty one this kind of early on. Got to give him some money. Oh, we're turning the tables here, baby. Who do you think you are? You don't know how crazy I am. Get this man to pay you. Do you know what? I'm gonna to not tell anyone. You're gonna be giving me a certain amount of money each month. That's what a lot of people would do in a situation like this. She's not that kind of person, though. You hear about that a lot. People exposing famous people for money. People, what's the word for it? I forget the actual word for it. Extortion. That's the one. Extorting celebrities and idols and such for money because they know a bit of information that could potentially like ruin their career or something. I honestly think in a lot of those cases, it's the kind of self confidence or the anxiety of the famous person thinking, oh, my career will be ruined if this gets out. I feel like a lot of those cases, their career probably actually wouldn't get ruined, and it's probably worth not paying the person. But you can understand why you'd worry a lot about that, or that you've worked for. This guy even like keeps up his acts when they're in private. They changing it up. No way. Why would they do that? Really? Why would they do that? Who's the centre now? Yapaful. Sorry, am I grasping what's going on here? I don't think I am. I mean, you see this plenty of like, you see this in a lot of bands like Blink 182, for example. That they've got like they use a different kind of main singer for a few of their songs. I did this in quite a lot of bands where there is like one main singer or lead singer, or in this case, center, and they kind of switch it around for a few songs, like Oasis as well, for example. Like, yeah. Guess this is a bit more shocking with kind of idol culture. We will be selecting a new center with this song. Like, why have they got that stipulation? Like I said a minute ago, and what I relate that to, in those cases, I imagine they probably do that because either the person that's now going to be like the main singer in that song, that's not usually, it maybe relates to them more, or maybe they've read it, or maybe they feel it more, or they sound better singing it. In this case, they seem to just be doing it because why not? They just see, like, they haven't even selected the song yet, so they don't know who would be the best fit for it. They're just doing it on a whim. Like, why would they do that? Seems risky. And it's, yeah, it seems incredibly risky, no? Considering how popular they are with Tamon as like the kind of lead. A chance on one of these other boys to step up, though, I guess. Jotoda. I timed that perfectly. They said that at the exact same time. So what's this? Some kind of TV show we're doing it on? I don't really get that. We'll see it though. Is this Emmerdale? Oh yeah, that's like, or EastEnders or whatever. That looked like one of the British soap fucking intros. I agree. Why have they decided to do this? It's gonna be him, Ori. Really? Yeah. I can't believe they all act fake, even like in the confines of their production stuff. Must be so exhausting. We'll keep that water to bathe in later. Wash our hands with that. Oh, it's the murderers. So what is this TV show? I'm scared of myself. You know you're fucked. Scared of what I might do. I've never, luckily I've never been one of those like incredibly hot-headed kind of guys that loses their mind or anything like that. Maybe that would be something to push me over the edge. See, this is why I said what I did last episode about me thinking that he'd be the one I like the least, because as they said there, he's the angel. He's the most cute, the most innocent. And I was expecting him to be as horrible as this Nori guy, because that would just make sense. But I guess not. The relaxing one. The other ones are just like there. It's just like the cool one, the relaxing one. Okay, but this guy's like the angel. It's like some kind of saintly being. Sexy and wild. But yeah, as I said, I've never seen red. I think they call it. I've never like been that angry. I've never had honestly, it's gonna sound weird, but during I think it was like my second job, the most emotional I felt was when I got told I was moving teams in one of my old jobs, and I was like, wow, I just got comfortable with these people and kind of learning the basics, and now I'm having to move teams. Like it wasn't like I was like being sacked or anything, but I don't know why I just felt really bad about that. But I've never truly had like an outburst or anything. But it's quite cool, collected, I think. I guess I'd be the purple one. Yeah. I think I would. That's what women say about me as well. I got mysterious. Quite a few of them said that they've been interested in me, but that mysteriousness is actually just me being quite boring. To be honest. Who is the face? The face. Malade. Hey, that was the poke. We had a couple of these sound effects. That was absolutely just the Pokeball sound effect. We've had the Jujutsu Kaisen Curse Spirit sound effect. I mean, we've pretty much had Onizuka. Maybe the Pokeball sound effect is just the sound effect that Japanese TV shows used for balls opening. Maybe that's just always been the case. Already? You're feeling this already? Happy meal. Tamon-kun. This is like a TV show. This is so weird. They're like they're auditioning for their own, but like on live TV. Like you can understand them doing this in private. All my money. Hey, what about the other guys? Come on now. Give them a fair shot. So the public, yeah, the public opinion really differs from the experts on this, don't they? Not, I say experts in quotations because I'm not really sure who they are or what their credentials are. I would like to see the other boys give that a try. The second was actually the I forget what they said actually. Was it relaxing one or something like that? I can't remember. Oh yeah, Tamon right at the end here. I thought he'd done a pretty good job. Maybe he doesn't fit, but put an interesting spin on it, a sexy and wild spin on it. Like I said earlier, I feel like it should be okay to maybe change the lead for specific types of songs, but still have that kind of semi-permanent kind of center to them that kind of got them where they are. And again, like, why would they even risk this with all of the like every fan's opinion? They're totally the opposite. Surely they should go with what the fans want now. Fuck you, bro. You bastard. Again, I don't get how you can be like that, like with people you're going to be working with just a long time. What's the There's going to be 5 episodes of it. It was a pretty interesting TV show, actually. Like I said, interesting concept, but brave of them to do this. I'm not sure you'd ever really see a concept like this in like American TV or British TV. It seems like it could be an absolute disaster for the band, PR wise, and popularity wise, because it makes some of them look bad. And it feels like they're going to make a very unpopular choice. I do kind of get that as well. Like, I imagine as a oh wow, it's almost finished. I do imagine like being like you would feel a bit unappreciated in a group like this, wouldn't you? Where it's so focused on the center, it's so focused on the main person that you often get overlooked. I mean, it seems like he's quite really popular as well, but I could understand that feeling, even if you, like I said earlier, with like the narcissism and such, like especially if you reach success, it's like I got here, I'm successful, I made all this money, I helped make this group this popular. Why am I not as loved? Why am I not as popular? Why am I not getting maybe the same opportunities as another person in the band that I've done the same work as? I should be the front. Like I can understand that feeling. I can understand maybe wanting to take an extra step, or like maybe being a bit jealous, or feel like it's a bit undeserving that Tamon gets all this popularity and such. So I get where he's coming from. No need to be so fucking nasty about it though. Again, it's relatable, but it's like this guy's just he's the worst of it. If you know what I'm saying. Joe, I won't bother someone out of time. We've got a minute left. Kind of like how I feel about some of the more popular shows of recent years, to be honest. Like, why is everyone talking about this show like that? This show's actually just like the most average thing ever with good visuals. Really? So you want to take his maid? Oh, that's gonna wake the beast right there. I think that's gonna wake the demon in Tamon. Oh, you think you're taking my maid? Nice that he appreciates her, like how good at a defensive job she does. That he's like, yeah, you know what? I want you on my side. You're that good. You're that lovely and caring. I want you. And it's also really interesting now. It's kind of totally spun things on its head a little bit. The show, hasn't it? Of the idols being the one everyone looks up to, everybody wants, everybody adores. Whereas actually, it's the maid that's looking after Tamon that's actually maybe going to be the most sought after commodity in this show. She's the one that the idols want. But yeah, really good episode. Good seeing another side of one of these guys. Wasn't expecting this guy to be so nasty, but again, I think there's been signs that he's not actually kind of evil, if you know what I'm saying. Like, there's a few relatable things in there. You can understand where he's coming from some of this stuff. Does say some horrible things, but we'll see how this ends. Like I said, it's an interesting concept, isn't it? This fight for the main role, right, in your own band that's already been like established. It's a massive risk. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like I said, really interesting episode. Some great comedy moments again, super fun. Character interactions as usual, brilliant. Bit of a shocking end as well, with him kind of wanting her on his side, which is understandable because yeah, she fights for a man, doesn't she? She was a force today. She was honestly a bit scary during sometimes, but yeah, interesting concept. Great seeing another B-side of one of the members of Face. Yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this one in the comment section. Again, another great episode. Leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date with these reactions. And I'll catch you guys next week with episode 4.